Okay, so here we go. This is my review for Iron Man 3. Okay, so I uh I watched it yesterday. See, that's how much I really don't care about it. I don't even remember. Anyway, but okay, so I watched the video. I watched the movie yesterday. Um I went into it trying to be, well, let's just see. Let's give it a chance. Um because I've been reading, following it online, and I've just kind of been hearing some weird things about it. But anyway, so I went to go see it yesterday. By the way, this video is going to contain spoilers if you haven't seen it, so I will warn you. So I'll give you a chance to pause the video or stop it in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, so here's my problems with it. This movie, it has Disney all over it, for one. Like, you can really see the influence of Disney, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. It's like, especially with the kid, like, it didn't even work as good as, like, for instance, how it kind of reminded me of Real Still in a way, which I did like Real Still, but um, it kind of seemed like they were trying to do that in a way, but they didn't do it. It went back to very 90s movie style, and I don't know, it was just garbage. Anyway, so here's the biggest thing that pissed me off was the whole thing with the Mandarin, because for a while I felt like Marvel really had something going on um, with the villain, because the scenes where he was, broadcasting and stuff, saying, giving his threats and stuff, they were done really well, because they were pretty creepy. So I really enjoyed those parts, and then also too the other part where the Mandarin, where he made this broadcast and he said if the president doesn't call and blah blah blah, then this man dies and yada yada yada. So the president calls, and then the Mandarin, he shoots the guy anyway. Like, I thought that was really good. Like, honestly, I thought it was really good because um, it seemed like he seemed like a real terrorist. He seemed like there was no way to negotiate with him. Almost how, not as good, but almost how it was in The Dark Knight with the Joker. How there was no negotiating. He was just gonna do what he was gonna do, and that was it. So I was liking that, and then the stupid plot twist came, and it was just dumb. For one, it didn't even match up because the person that Ben Kingsley actually turned out to be, he was just too stupid, too much of a drunk to even stay focused to actually pull off that type of character to seem convincing. Like, it was terrible. It was like, are you seriously? This is what we're getting? And, I'm not even an Iron Man fan as far as like the comic books, really. I don't read them or follow them or anything. But I would be very upset if I was, because this would really, I would just be like, okay, well, you guys just butchered the villain, like, completely. Like, the Mandarin does not exist in this film, really. And Guy Pearce, he was just terrible. I'm sorry. People might think he was a good villain or something. I don't know. He sucked. He really did. I wasn't intimidated by him. Ben Kingsley seemed pretty creepy. Like, when he was acting like he was the Mandarin, like, he actually seemed like pretty convincing as far as like how creepy he was. But oh my gosh, Guy Pearce, the best villain I've seen him in was Lawless, and that I couldn't stand his guts because he was such a good villain in there. Like, he was just, I couldn't wait for him to get what was coming to him. But if he had a plate like that in there, that would have been really cool. But I'm starting to feel like now, um, after Disney saw how big the Avengers became, they're like, okay, well, we're gonna like influence all Marvel movies from now on because we want to just make a ton of money off of everything. So I feel like that's what they're doing, and it's really annoying. I expected. The other thing too is their promotional campaign, like their trailers. They made you think this is a superhero movie. This is not a superhero movie. This is not. This is it's a mix between a wannabe James Bond and Mission Impossible. Like, it really is. And I don't know. Maybe some other kind of movie. I don't know, but it's definitely not a superhero movie. Not only that too, but I feel like they really ruined it because if okay, if pretty much there's one scene in there where Tony Stark is practically you think he's flying the Iron Man suit and he's not, and he's like doing it all remote controlling, like just sitting behind pretty much like a desk and he's like saving all these people and you think it's him, and then at the end of the sequence then you find out it's not him really. And it's like, okay, well then why the heck do we even need you? Like, why don't you just make robots and just like replace the police force with Iron Man suits or something? Um, and then the scene at the end, oh my gosh, with all the Iron Man suits, it was cool. It was cool. Don't get me wrong, it was cool, but it was stupid. You know, and the reason why is because like the more and more and the more they started to, the more you start to watch the movie, the more you just start to be like, okay, so the Avengers they really could have did without Iron Man because they didn't need him really like if like he could have they actually almost I almost feel like this movie was a slap in the face to the Avengers because if in a way um Tony Stark could have took care of the New York problem if he let's just say if he had have had all those suits prior to the Avengers. If he had had all of them, like they wouldn't need the Avengers for anything because most of those suits probably could have. I don't know. Anyway, but I didn't like it. It was just the trailers were really, really, really misleading. The trailers have more action than the movie does. This movie, I keep hearing people say, "Oh, it was action packed and stuff." No, it was not. It was not action packed. It was packed with Disney stuff, and there's just little things that were irritating, like Dora the Explorer, like just the little watch thing, and the I don't know. I really couldn't stand it. And it's not so much that I'm not a DC fanboy to where I just want every Marvel movie to suck because I'm really hoping that Thor does well because like I think right now in the Marvel universe Thor's probably my favorite character. But Iron Man I don't have any kind of respect for the where they're taking it. Of course the comic book character and like the TV shows and all that stuff. I always love that stuff. But the actual cinematic version of Iron Man, like, I don't even care. I I'm waiting for now. Literally, I'm waiting for Marvel to make something that's gonna like want me to go see their movies again because I'm not going to see Captain America unless it's really good. I don't think I'm ever gonna go watch a Marvel movie on opening weekend anymore because that was bad. And I keep hearing people say, "Oh, it was better than like Iron Man 1 and 2." I'm like, no, it wasn't better than any of them. Like I agree, Iron Man 2 wasn't that great, but this was terrible. So anyway, I'm going to stop this video. I'm not done. Um, I think I have a few more things that I want to talk about, and yeah, so I'm just gonna end this video. So I'll see you guys in part 2. All right.